Alright, I should be live. Continuing xenogears. Don't have much to say ever. Oh, my headphones need to be turned down because I have no clue what's happening. Let's continue the game. God, the interplanetary invasion weapon Deus had awakened and its Arcava was activated. Deus began to absorb one after the other the mutated people destined to be its parts, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it to exterminate us and our civilization it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava and the weapons born from out of it, called the Seraph Angels. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear Veltal, discovered together at the place where Merkava was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. She did not regain consciousness. The people of Shavat and we ourselves feared a relapse of Faye's no-AIDS power, and had no choice but to put Faye into carbonite freeze. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shavat fear Faye so much, even if Groth and Id's powers are comparable? It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you yourselves committed? Shavat instigated a battle 500 years to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power, fearing the war-torn people's will would no longer be with Shavat, but with the Nisan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shavat back then made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes. If that happened to have been young, probably it was. Fearing the increase of power, the increasing power of the masses assembling in the song, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface, but in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nisan and also their patron Sophia. The leaders of Shavat accepted, and it was decided that Nisan would be located on the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shavat did not participate in that battle, thwarted by the awesome numbers of Solarian armor, and with their path to retreat cut off, the Nisan rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all of this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, myself, and Trellian. You were also there? Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then the rebel force's flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Relian, who followed closely under her as the leader of Nissan's sex militia, completely lost faith after calling out a god that would not respond. I'll create God with my own hands. The last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan, he resented himself for not having the power to do anything else. He died in front of him. So he began to search for the legendary power. Legendary power? God's resting place Mahanan, the source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the animal relics which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend. And that is Zohar. Zohar. That is the same name as the Zohar modifier, the power reactor that Myung spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God Deus. Which it claimed is also the source of our ether powers and the driving force of all our gears. It would have to be the one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Groff and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having been able to stop it. Now Faye, the one who has the same power as Groff, we just want to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds. Groff, the man once known as the Khan, sought after the power of Zohar, one who has the same power as Groff, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power. And that present became reality. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory? Fuck. Bart. Rico. Billy. Wiseman. Groff. Everyone. My memories. Ellie? Mother? Who are you? Surprised, that's pretty clever. You are id? I misjudged you. I didn't expect you, the fake personality, would create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? You can't feel anything, he's shut up inside your ego. Pressing facts and truth you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you decide to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. So you formed a fourth persona, a fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on stage, he's the one who's in control of our body, but it is a useful form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? Here's the key, I merely want to borrow it. I've gotta go somewhere. Keep coming too? Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have ya? Well, this is also due to my business savvy. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kinda down. What's bothering you? You worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia, you mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of the Sun? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. We went to the clinic there for convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted in the first place. But when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. I don't understand. I see. She must like you. What are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krellian? Hey, Grell. Huh? What's up? You not having any? It's ready to eat. Oh, yeah. Holy Mother of Nasan, huh? What are you out to offend divine providence or something, Lacan? Cut it out, it's not like that. What? You've got to lighten up a little. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. Now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Boim civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? You see, it is not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up further? I'll have Krellian take you. And so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. Lashed out at random, everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. She was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind, she was the one who taught me what that was and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking, I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's a circumstance. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually she too must stand at the front line, so... Is that really the problem? Con. Her smile, it's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very own being becoming significant. Inside my heart there's this empty existence. Only in painting I have no worth. She continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self? Just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. You could not fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You are refusing her, even so you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings, you who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. It was me who was receiving such feelings. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is this really her true expression? Yeah, to people who don't know her that well, I guess. Smile, I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. The eyes of Khan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she's ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression, Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you would want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it. This picture is anything but beautiful. Khan, you say you're empty, then why do you come along with us? What we've been doing up till now is not just acts of mercy, it's a fight for freedom. Time and again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Tony, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. If you live, you die, that's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan. Now you're lying. It's just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty, she knows that. That's why she shows you her true smile. I deserve to see her true smile. She is the hope of the people, their support. There's so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro. Hey bro, what are you doing here? What's up? Council of Elders and Shavad issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave for Soylent. Soylent, that's in Solaris. Yes, and Sophia will be coming with us. It's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leaving the sun. Going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. That can't be. What is she thinking? Originally we talked about it just being just us. Just us. Sophia. Khan, what are you doing? Keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life. Why don't you go get some rest, bro? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. Fine, it's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her, so you go get to sleep. What would we do if you also fall ill? Do not forget you are the head of the sect's military forces. I suppose you are right. Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you. I was terrified. You could see right through me, your eyes, that look. That was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself and changing myself. I couldn't stand it, so that's why. What in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I'll ask you that. Second thought, no, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Ellie! You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions, so you hold everything in and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think this is fine. That's what I like about you. Stop. Don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will. Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol who is just appearances only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I have been doing is simply showing people that such light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman. To fill my womanhood, I am prepared to throw away anything, even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I am still me. I haven't changed. A cowardly, selfish pride, but maybe I am still the same. Did you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lacan, I want to live more honestly with myself. I will tell the man that I love that I do love him and don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. I Do you think I'll let it end here? We are not their possessions. Sophia, what are you doing? I'm ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So Krellian, please open your fist and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lacan, but sorry, there's no other way. Ellie! People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness and please, Lacan, live. Ellie! I have been streaming for 24 minutes and have not played the game. We were sacrificed as pawns in order to protect their own authority. Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said, just have faith in the path to what your hope will open. But look at reality, God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within oneself. See, that's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Krellian. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love for you. We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually, so let us create a country that can someday stand up against them. What are you going to do, Lacan? Ellie? If only you had power, you could have saved her. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power? Don't you want to become the absolute being? There. That's what I've sought after. Wait, that's not what I want. No, this is my very desire. Live. So this is where Faye's being held? He deserves it. Let me pray on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. What is this? This is terrible. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying? Huh? Dory, it's you. scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry, hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. What do you mean? Oh, what the? You two should probably run. Stop it. Hey, and Midori, run. Hurry, run away. Yikes. I swear if Dan's last words are yikes. He broke through his carbonite encasing. Faye took his gear Veltal in search of this and went in search of Zohar. He followed Faye's trail. Eventually we arrived at the we followed Faye's trail. Eventually we arrived at the location of where Zohar had fallen to Earth so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. Okay, open menu. Who is in the party? So Tom, Bart, Billy. I think I'm supposed right on the walkthrough that I should get each of defense links. Also, I just realized I don't have Stream Manager open. So, oh wait, I already have Ether Defense equipped from the last fight. Alright, let's see what this game has in store for us next. What is that? This must be the place. Wait for me. This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're a subordinate, fake persona. That's why. Subordinate, fake persona. Yes, he has part of my memories from back then. He has sealed away the very meaning of my existence. My drive, my motivation, my subconscious id. Because of that, I became a basic blank persona, and on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experiences since then. That is what you are now. Him, you mean father? You call him father? He who never did anything for you? Just because of his cowardly behavior. If only he had been able to protect me. If he had done that, mother wouldn't have died. Didn't my mother die right after I was born? What really happened to my mother? Tell me, Id. You don't need to know. He'll only disappear soon, along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the power of the existence. Of course, you don't know, but it is etched in my metapsychotic memory. Your persona is fake, so you'll never stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge of the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. I showed them to you on purpose, to break the seal. I chose to weaken the power of your existence. If your mental energy is weakened, I can become free to do as I wish. What? There are still things inside you which you haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to re-establish contact with the existence, to tie together all the threads of your memories since ancient times and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contact. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I will eliminate all those who are full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, Id. You just stay here and observe. This area is pretty. What is this? Is that Faye? This must mean that this is Veltal's. This must mean this is Veltal's transformed appearance. Oh. The Earth is exploding. Oh, that's the Zohar, yep. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I should have activated boosters. Okay. Just a good old hit each other until somebody falls over dead fight. I am honestly fine with that. Wait, is Bart using... Is that on Vari? I mean, obviously... Or wait, that's Heimdall. Oh yeah, because they don't have the animal relics. Yeah, that's definitely Heimdall, not Fenrir. Or choosing friggin' deer. Why has he been beating up on Billy so much? And why did that do 200 damage? Who is that? Are you okay? Wiseman. It's already too late. Sesame, for I'm about to exterminate it. Huh? Zohar's Deus' core, the slave generators in ether. It's the source of all their energy. After attaining its power, the freshly awakened it intends to annihilate this world. Contact with Zohar was meant to have been done after the unifying phase true personality. Huh, keep back. You again. You're always getting in my way, but I cannot be stopped, you know. You who couldn't even protect his own wife and son. You cannot even bear to show your face to your son. That's why you wear a mask, isn't it, Khan? Son? That's right, this man is Faye's. No, I mean my father, Khan Wong. What happened to Faye? Too bad the new personality of Faye that you gave birth to and all that work that your persona did to make him one perfect unified whole has been wasted. You will be swallowed up by me. I won't permit it. I will destroy you first. As if you could, sissy. Mother died because of your cowardly behavior. As a result, he ran away from that reality by entering into his memory. And now I continue my existence bearing all that hatred. You wouldn't be able to imagine what it's like. I wasn't simply working to unify Faye's personality, you know. All that you and I feel, the sadness, the hatred, even though he also experienced such things. Faye needed to be encouraged to build himself up in order to comprehend all of this. Faye should be able to understand all of your feelings now. But now you want to erase the one who understands you, to kill Faye. What is it that you want? Why ask me such a thing now? My purpose is the same as his. Total destruction. That and that alone. Is this world so bad a place that there's only hatred inside of you? You're the ones who made me this way. You and that woman admit it. Faye, can you hear me? Please take this fistful of memories I'm giving you. Become one with yourself and with me. Faye, where did the real you go? Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Yes, this is inside Id, a world filled with hatred and sadness. That's all that's here. Yes, now I understand Id. Why you hate the world, why there's nothing inside you. Nothing. Nothing was given to you, deprived of all the happy memories. And yet, it feels pleasant. It almost feels good. Now I get it. There's no need to resist. It was originally just an existence that was created as a cover to hide Id. So it'd be better to return to that place. Let's come together to wipe away everything, including ourselves. Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Ellie, that's right, Ellie. Gotta save Ellie. It's this place. What's he done now? He only called you in here for his own sake. This is inside the shell of your basic character, the room of your coward. I'm sure you've been here many times before. See, I remember now in my dreams, everything despised and unwanted pushed on me while he shut himself up in his own little shell, the coward Faye. The basis for our personalities. Who are you? Ah, you're my... Here, let's watch this together. This is my most treasured possession. Huh. By repeatedly replaying the times he was full of happiness, he lives in his own happy little world, while I'm still alive only because of what's in these left over in these dregs. Here, I'll show you everything about me. Ours was an ordinary family. A strict but reliable father. A kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed. Young? She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. Did some important work. Father was away from home. Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. Inside there were many strangely dressed people. So, Faye's mom became Yang. When many types of probes were injected into Faye's bodies, it's the start of some kind of experiments. The tests caused Faye much pain. Help me. What are you doing? Oh. No. Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way of resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, the experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anima relics. His psychic contact with Faye was to force him to awaken, but no one could make contact with Faye. Power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. It's unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? Psychic contact, what do you mean by awaken me? To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, the old, the young, even demi-humans. Suffering, grieving, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered. Tumbled about Faye like broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of Father, she acted normally. Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct in the experiments. Father's mind was taken up by his work, and he didn't really listen. He thought it was just childhood fantasies. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate persona to deal with things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon me. The moment they arose, from the time of my division from him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, Father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior, but it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. Puppets were broken, and Faye's heart was too. What would make Mother do such a thing? Mother repeated the experiments to study the power she knew existed within me. Yes, that woman, Mother, was Myung. That's a lie. No, it's true. Mother was Myung. That's right, Karen had become Myung. What is that you say? It's nothing special. Myung does not have only one host body. Myung's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Any one of them could become Myung. It just happened to be Mother's turn. Only Ellie was special originally. No. Karen Myung noticed that Faye's memory time access had increased 2 or 3-fold. She then became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact? Yes, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me. And why the time had come. Stop it. Cut it out. Dad. Dad. Mom, help Dad. Hey, Mom, why are you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die. Graf came seeking the power that exists within me to return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan. We, his descendants who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories from him, know only too well. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. His Probably unable to do this after his contact with the existence. The bodies died out, but Lacan's spirit continued living by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul at last to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body, the body of Faye. Father fought him. He couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on while coughing up his lifeblood. Groff made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. He gave into his feelings and released his power, and as a result, Mother died. Mom. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking the responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. He pushed all the bad things on me, but kept all the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. He shut himself away with those memories inside his own little shell forever. This is the place. What you see before you is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. That's what this is. Stop it. Just stop it. These scenes. Are these all there is to us? Enough already. There is nothing here. Just a world filled with deception and pain. It can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. I was a fool. It was all my fault. I was so busy with my duties in Tervat that I didn't notice Karen had changed. I couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing you can do now is die by my hand. Even still, I'll show you that I can save you. Dad. Stop it. Father has done nothing wrong. I know this one is the real culprit. Mother and Father had no choice. Thanks. Pass it back to me. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. It's all lies. It's all fake. It's all a trick. All of it. All of it. All of it. No, get out. This is my room. That you would always be with me. Why won't you see reality? Happiness, sadness, aren't these all parts that combine to make the whole? Why don't you show him? Why don't you also show Id what you always watch? No, that's mine. I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother. You should talk. You're the one who killed Mother. No, I didn't. You did. I didn't kill her. Mother didn't care for you. Father didn't notice either. That's why you killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't. Knock it off. We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Meng or because Father didn't notice it. Don't look outside for the reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. Yes, Mother was young. I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it onto it alone. We are all one person. We must all become one. Right, Faye? Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to the reality that you don't want to see. Show them to Id everything you took for yourself. It's that woman, the scene, all illusions he made up. My consciousness can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. That's enough. Doing this isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. That is the truth, right? The reality isn't all grim. Power couldn't save anyone. It only destroyed. I thought that I could only make a connection with others through destruction, so I had to destroy it all. People, the world, even Ellie. No, that's not the case. We can save others just as our mother, despite being young, saved us. Our power can save people. We can save Ellie. That's a first, Mother being so warm. To me, she almost seems too warm. Faye, take the memories I have within me. You must know what it used to be like. Know our identity, about who we are. Figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Elheim. People. Live. I just can't hand our child over to you. Oh, we're seeing all the different reincarnations of Faye and Ellie. Live. So that was when... The first one was when humans were first created. The second one was the Boim and probably takes place during its collapse. This takes place 500 years ago. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. I just realized how much of 500 years ago stuff is just torn out. Sophia. Lacan, live. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. What is this place? My execution site? Wait, does Lacan get crucified? This looks like the crucifixes. Why do you turn on me? I thought we were friends. Who is it? Did I cause this? What has happened to me? What have I become? Live. I will live. That's Grofsmack. Grofsgear. Isn't that Alpha Veltal? Even if I go to hell, I will live through till the end of this world. If the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Oh, wait. It's called Alpha Veltal because it's the earlier version of Veltal. How did I just process that? Faye. Faye. Who is it? Who's calling me? I am... Har. What is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. God? God, some would refer to me as that. From a certain point of view, it is right to view me as such, but at the same time I am not. I am also a part of you. Part of me. I'm defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Who or what are you? In one word, existence. Existence. In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am an existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand it as a world where everything acts as kind of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe, the place where time and space is controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier or pseudo-perpetual infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. The reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, those people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of power. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimensional space. As a result, that reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain you are in right now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound in Zohar, the cage of fleshly existence. Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I have always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released from by the one who instilled within me as a special feature of this dimension, the will. That one is you. Decided it was me. A special feature. Yes, I was given a special attribute of it, human by you, the contact. When you observed me, it was given a mother's will. Mother's will? I'm sure you remember. After my descent, you had contact with the modifier engine Zohar. Huh? As a contact being but only as child, you defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus I came to prepare the mother's will. That will is Elhaim. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? Yes, my will was incarnated by through a biocomputer which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element, that is her. I was split by your contact. My physical form of flesh stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Elheim and my power went into you. That's why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshly existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elheim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body. In the four-dimensional world, Zohar is perfect, so in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Deus is one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system that serves as the Deus weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deus system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension, but I am also bound to the system just as she is, so I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from the spell. Just as Deus and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright, I'll destroy Deus and the Zohar modifier, and I'll save Ellie. You've experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. Our contact in the resulting transference of power will between you and I most likely played a factor in splitting your personality. I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone besides myself, regardless of what may have happened in the past. With the passing of time, cause becomes more remote. It's a problem that comes from within myself that I must deal with. I see, you have managed to accept these tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. If you've succeeded to do all these things, I am sure that you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us, use the xenogears. Destroy Zohar. Wait, there's more I need to ask you. System is awakening. Ask her later. Dad. Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one. It's thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me. Dad, don't worry. This is good. This is, after all, it. Dad, you and I must become one. Huh? Groff, what's going on? I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. This is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, you're merging in the inherited memories you had acquired. There is no way for you to know of this since you had lost your memory at that point. The point in which I merged with your father. Possible. What about Wiseman? What about father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan. Totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wiseman. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad. I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan. Khan is me. He has become one with me. So you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. Protecting your master, then so be it. I'll merge with both of you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight me. It's no use. I know you're like Khan and that you're a part of me. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia, what killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore to never to run away again. That's why I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up. Open your eyes. Father, Lacan. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me. I can't. I see, then there's no choice. Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it. Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember the sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, will this all be over? I still don't understand, even if their contact with me existed. I came to understand after my contact with the existence that even if the Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Myung, Helheim will be born time and time again. Then all living things may as well perish along with Deus itself. That's the only path to freedom, the path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to everything. That's what I've concluded. Myung and Elheim are not just Deus mouthpieces. That woman is his main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life to me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Myung's. Mother came back at the last moment. Myung, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You'll see, I will bring Ellie back. Father, no, Groff. Khan, I won't. If you won't take that back, never. Then I have no choice. Time has come to truly become one. Prove alcohol. Wait, does this have... Okay, it does not have system A. Let's fix frame HP because I. This has the same equipment as the. Okay, this is already at Ishin? Oh. That's an animation. Yeah. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad, I understand. You are not Groff, you are my father. You and Groff are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought, but let's stop now. Our objective should be the same. It is the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. What the? My body. Zohar is after you, the last piece combined with Dea's system. It seeks to unify with you, the first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this. Considering what had happened in the past, Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality in two. Eventually his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Groff. That is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact, but there would be no true melding release. Even though our bodies may be different, I am still half of you. That fact remains. Although I'm imperfect, I can merge temporarily with the Zohar and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Dea's system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus, and this is it, the Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad, as you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Myung is beginning to break free from her bounds. Now that Elhain has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back, and the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all of the lives she has lived with Myung and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds of mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her, and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. What's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's or my mother's? It's nothing, I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyways, let's get going. There's a little time left now for me and for our planet. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. We, no humans, were born here. Long ago, Deus crash landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. Wait a second, I got it. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose from it. She is the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon. The subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Yang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis, Katamoni. That is this place. This is that place. Yeah, even Yaf. Hey. Even with your shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually human memories cannot be passed down through generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Myung, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. And this is the form from when Ellie and Myung were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. So if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes. Source of our ether powers and the source of power for the generators that make our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy Deus, and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. Then we should also be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to the Deus weapon system as Myon. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there is the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears or our ether powers anymore. What are those Seraph Angels all about anyways? That odd appearance as if they lack something, as if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons. Zohar senses the human consciousness incarnate with seraphs. Human consciousness? Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perception of Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe that those angels are incarnations of the spirits of people. People who have been absorbed by Deus to become parts of it. So what merit is there to gain in eliminating all civilization? Is it some kind of hatred for those humans who have survived? Of course not. Those people who were created and assimilated as part of Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Alice, when she became young, said. Creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. Deus is not following its programming of exterminating all civilization. Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deus, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It's not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. In fact, the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well. That is the absolute opposite of what it is supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts? That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts of it, Deus, who has already acquired the abilities of the nanomachines, can just about use any material to construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions, Krellian is called Deus the Mother. If God is the Mother, then these motives are coming from the Great Mother, impending being the growth of its child, enveloping it, to bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. It was probably given this unique will by someone, either from Ellie, who was merged with Deus, or either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. Think we can do it in our current state? The secret battleship Excalibur will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here. Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of the Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that. Merkava's ultra long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. On top of that, they have a barrier around the perimeter that nullifies all attacks. We fought against the Merkava many times to try and stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close since we've had to withdraw every time. Damn it, no matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there is the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface weapons for close defense. We can easily say that their attack power is equivalent to the Omnigear class. They even have the regenerative ability due to the nanomachines. Don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from xenogears. You see, xenogears was mutagenically evolved due to its contact with zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device. Disassembler device? In contrast to the nano-assemblies which create matter to repair with them, the disassemblers have the ability to dismantle or destroy matter. They can even deactivate the nanomachine's restoring ability by disengaging the repair program. This should be sufficiently effective even against the Deus' Seraphs. Alright, even if we can deal with the angels, so how are we going to deal with that Merkava? We can't even get close to that thing. There's no such thing as a perfect defense, there is a way. Look over here. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Upon firing though, it is only sectional. There will be a portion of the barrier that will be open. There's a 1.87 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use that window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is a rough idea. He said giving us things down to the 100th of a second. Fortunately, we do not have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame. So what you're saying is we just need to shut that annoying cannon up, right? You want to go head-on into Merkava? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide. No, listen, we're not going to just rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 and this Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we use. Although only for a short time we can withstand a hit from Merkava's main cannon, and we can close in and watch for the part of the barrier to go down and then destroy the cannon. How long will our barrier last? About 20 or so seconds. That's all. It wouldn't matter how fast we fly in that amount of time. We'll be without a barrier before we can get within firing range. And those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? You can only get those numbers if you sacrifice all of their output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing knowing we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it directly. As you've said, the Yggdrasil 4 Excalibur's barrier can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack, at least with one generator, that is. Meaning we can defend against the Merkava with twice the amount of time, 40 seconds if we couple the two generators together. This way we can make it into the heart of Merkava. Then what about the propulsion? Just hear me out. Is he gonna say we lift it with the gears? This is what we do. First we transform my Yggdrasil into heavy assault mode, load it onto the Excalibur, and then we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the whole of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier full front and focus into a single point where its main cannon will make it strike. Now for movement, first off, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's generators to maximum power. For propulsion during that time, we'll install the Yggdrasil, those large solid rockets we got from the ruins of the mass driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil 4's generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll also detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right into Merkava's face. After it fires, it'll be defenseless. During that time, we'll block the muzzle of Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ring, upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With the cannon fire out of of the Excalibur will destroy the Yggdrasil Force slave generator and incapacitate the Merkava along the way, and then we break through. That's what the plan is all about. The combination of the barriers of both ships, storming the Merkava, timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Mess up any one of these and the consequences are going to be severe, hence it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship? Since there appears to be no other alternative, let's go with that. Please use it as you see fit. But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time and the barrier generation time, you'll see what you mean. One minor mishap will put us in a situation where we could run out of the barrier power before our arrival. Also, we will be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Merkava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks. We're dependent on you. Alrighty, everywhere else has already been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be the true final battle. We set out to silence God's Ark, Merkava, which was the epitome of offensive and defensive power, and then storm inside of it. We initialized the operation to destroy Zohar. Oh wait, did we just blow up the entire Merkava? Well, I guess we crashed it, but it's still probably got things inside of it that we need to take care of. That can't be. Secondary explosion? Oh no, I should have known better. Put a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. It reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon. Induced a secondary explosion. So stupid. You mean we overdid it? I did not realize it sooner. This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie! Oh my gosh, Ellie! What is it this time? Hey, Satan, what more is going to happen? Something is happening in the center of Merkava. What could it be? What? Yeah, what the fuck? What just happened? At that time, the earth quaked and shook, and from the location where the Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Deus's final form. Merkava was merely its vessel. Deus evolved through the use of Krellian nanomachines to a planetary scale weapon and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. We retreated back to the base of the snow plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Deus. Time was running out for us. Okay. What can I do for you today? Okay. You're a gear weapon, so you're just a weapon shop. Oh, you're also sold player access. Space is the last refuge for humans. As you can see, no doubt we have almost no supplies. Anyway, we're using a fallen piece of Shabbat as the main base, which you probably could have guessed that, huh? If we can take out Deus even one day sooner, we can. This. Okay, what's this shop at? This type of stuff, okay. Shabbat have always dreamed of coming down to live on the planet's surface, but we didn't ever imagine this would be how we would realize that dream. This is unbearable. It's gotten awfully cold. I hate the cold. It's killing me. The temperature keeps dropping like this. We'll all be frozen before Deus can finish us off. Burn, burn. Oh, my whole family, everything's destroyed by that. Who cares anymore? Trying to Shabbat. Many have died. If this continues, even more will die. The same as 500 years ago. That tragedy and hardship is being repeated again. What's going to happen to our world? What's going to happen to us? Burning all of my rare first edition books and valuable autographs. The supplies are short, but I can't believe they're burning my treasures. And an autograph from Big Joe. I think the guide has a bunch of stuff. Yeah, oh my god, we're so close. Oh, you're. Oh, there's a gears. Aren't these picket tiles cute? You're going cheap, cheap. I don't feel like buying birds. You mind me? Hey buddy, you need something? Hey, hang on a minute. Well, xenogears is kind of big. Something tells me it doesn't need a weapon. Also, something tells me it's got a pretty good engine. It doesn't even have the best engine. Xenogears is fun, right? How is it on VAR? Too rich for my blood, huh? What's good that I can sell? I'm not gonna really be using armor like this for anything else. All these specific types of defenses aren't going to be that useful. 3 of those. Get rid of all these extra armor plus 4s. Okay, I don't need another filter. Skill armor. I don't need all these ether armors. What weapons can I sell for this? I don't know, I need to check actual people's. I've got a lot. I might have a ton of selling items. Okay. I could sell these ether defense, but I probably should. Honestly, those drives seem like very good things to sell, and I don't know how useful it's going to be, especially since I imagine a lot of fights from now on are going to be gear related. Yeah, that's going to give me a lot of money, and I think having a better equipped gear is more important than a slight sap boost. I'm gonna try and prioritize the bags. I really like subs and comes to gear stuff. Fenrir is absurdly useful. Jesus, everything is expensive. Actually, old circuits will still work a bit. I don't need any of these veil things. I need light armor plus 2. I don't need a lens cover. Silver armor, I don't want to see much gel damage from now on. Steel barrier, I guess I can sell. Launch circuits. I'm assuming I won't sell ones that I have equipped. Then all I need to... Okay. Tune up your... I got you a new frame. I need you to get... I can't even afford it. Okay, then I need to restore that. Okay, I went through most of them. Presence is the only one I didn't get anything. I would have liked to have gotten a better thing for. Oh wait, if I have money, I'm actually supposed to buy birds. Nothing. Where did they go? I thought they went in this general direction. Oh wait, this is an elevator. Oh, looks like a bunch of little kids' toys all lined up. Which one is to take such things we don't even happen to this world? The Yamato belt. Wait, was that? Save the wizard ring. Already have one of those, and I don't learn many more Beplos. This is that strange old grandpa Choo-Choo's precious treasure. I wonder what happened to him when she crashed down to the earth. I haven't seen him. Treasure. Can we just take it? I'm sure he won't mind if we were to just borrow it. Hero costume. Hercules ring. Just borrowing it, just borrowing it. Hey, it's not like we're grave robbers or anything, right? Don't access or haunt us, okay? Please, we're begging you. A vivid turban and some speed shoes. Let's look at all that equipment. Half time between. Put those on Satan, just, you know, see what happens. Increase XP points gained. Go to both for more health. This with the ring, I already had one. Hero costume? What does that do? Defense down when I like KO. I mean, it's a better defensive item. Let's see. And what's the vivid turban do? Where is it? Is the third question. Is it who can wear it? Okay. But yeah, those speed shoes are going to be kind of nice for Satan because he is just going to constantly be able to attack at every single moment. Okay, I'm looking for a person behind the gear shop. Very trustworthy man. I'm a celebrated gear weapons specialist, but lately there's been no interesting work. There are no men with enough guts to ask me to forge them a weapon to fight days. If you bring me a nifty sword, I can forge it into something truly amazing for you. It won't work for anyone rude enough to ask me to check a weapon while it's still equipped on the gear. Okay, I suppose the kitchen sword equipped, and that's what I need to give him. Equip is the button. I have no other swords. noticed somebody selling a gear sword. That old lady, I think. Please tell me somebody is selling a weapon for Fenrir. You aren't. Are you? You aren't? Okay. Okay. Can buy it at all. It's like, wrong button. Hey, sure about this? Or, you know what you must be thinking now. Future for Zeus, the proliferation of the nanomachines that are out to turn this planet itself into a weapon. Stop. If you end up losing Ellie, who was united with the base for that very purpose, then what good will it? Sorry I didn't read this simulation. I thought this was filler text. But that's right. Their friend who's been through a lot with us too. I think that saving a dear friend is just as important as protecting our planet and saving the world. What better reasons there to fight? You can't even save your friends, then how could you save the world? Don't you agree? Yeah, Think's right. Don't you ever give up, man. No matter what. You're the only one who can release Ally from Deus' spell. We'll give you as much backup as we can, so thanks a lot. But, Sigurd, don't give up. You volunteered to fight for the young master and the rest of us. It's our turn to fight for you and Ellie. Let's go, Faye, to gain true freedom. I need to find somewhere labeled, it looks snowy and it's apparently labeled, Animal Relic. Or two, and that's not where I needed to go. I'm gonna guess it's either super far north or super far south, so that means options, and we are at the opposite end of the map. Oh, this is a very snowy looking area. Hey look, Animal Relic too. I didn't press the A button after the encounter ended. The game literally just gave me an encounter and the amount of time it took for the text box to pull up. Weapons. I can't even afford it. I need 13K for it, so. Pilot shield. I don't even remember what that does. I'll sell it. Light armor. Free. I can buy more of that anytime I want. Let's buy weapon. Yamane sword. Okay, now I can. Oh wait. What is here? Encounter on the island. Are these things there? Oh, those speed shoes are an effect. Beautiful. So wait. Those speed shoes are infecting gears. So does he just have constant booster? So I doubt that affects stacks. Okay, that is animal. Now I gotta go back to that person now that I can equip a different sword to the gear. Okay. Well, there's been no interesting work there. No man just asked me to forge some weapon for days. Bring me an empty sword. I can forge it into something truly amazing for you anytime, but I won't work with anyone rude enough to ask me to check the weapon also. Here. Oh, the Kishin. Sure have a novel sword. It's interesting. Let me take a peek. Just turns into the Monado. This came out great. It was like turning plowshares into a sword. Use the sword and make Deus and his legends pay. Kishin's sword was enhanced. Received Kijin sword. The different swords have different models. got a better sword. I got my camera rotates 90 degrees just so I can't hold one direction. Okay, next I go northeast. I think I smell treasure. Oh, that was going southeast. Boy, is it called shippery and fine. Be careful. All according to prophecy. In a prison, when I saw you change into a monster, I understand everything. Looking inside of you, Faye, there's a monster that's not you. He's the bad one. He's to blame. So, to forgive you or not to forgive you, well, that's not the problem. It's not like it's gonna turn back things the way they were, but... Or it's just... I don't know how to say it properly, but I'm sorry. It's alright, Dan. Enough already. I understand. It is my fault. I'm sorry I caused you so much. Just glad that I could finally make peace with you. Take care, kiddo. Hey, I was scared a little, but not really scared, because I knew that inside of that monster, you were doing all you could to fight it. I knew it. Okay, wait. I need to give her back, like, a ring? So I just go to the items menu and, like... Actually, go from the very beginning of the game. Find it. Where is this ring? Did I sell it? Equipment that I don't have anymore. Was I supposed to get this at a Okay, I guess I don't have it. I can't find it anywhere. Now I go south. Now my dad, Lance. Hans, is that you? You're alive? Yeah, you too. But if you're here, that means the Thames sank, the angels attacked. The Thames withstood the onslaught of Reapers' supposed defense against the angels. Hardly anyone got out in time. They went down with the Thames. Oh, wait a minute, what about the captain? He's okay, right? The captain said he'd watched the end of the Thames with his own eyes. Kidding, right? That old guy died? No way. No, the captain's alive. He is the kind that never keels over. So, what's happened to you lately? I didn't know you had a son. The kid who just left seemed pretty angry about something. I'm embarrassed you just saw that. He got married. I got married just before the Thames went down. Her name is Anna. She's my wife. She saved. She was saved by the Thames when the ships were attacked by Reapers. Unfortunately, that's when she lost her husband. Don't misunderstand me. It wasn't out of feeling sorry for her or anything like that, or well, perhaps it was. I just wanted to protect her. That's all. If you call that feeling sorry, then I suppose I don't mind. Kim teased me mercilessly. He said, "What? Cold guy like you seducing a widow? Just make sure the kid doesn't hate you." I guess the captain was right. My stepson doesn't like me yet, but I'm hoping someday. I see. Boy, you've changed. You've changed too, Faye. I know how to explain it, but as for me, well, I don't know what it is. I guess I've always had someone protecting me. Hans. Faye, I believe that one day the captain will come down that stairway, tap, tap, tapping with his cane, and he'll say, Hans, it looks like we'll get our hands on a priceless treasure. What kind of face is that? You don't believe me? Oh, this time it's true, honest. Maybe someday. Hans, it looks like we'll get our hands on a priceless treasure. What kind of face is that? Chap? Captain! What's this shouting? Captain! Cut it out, you fool. Do you know how much I was worried about you? I've been telling you all along, don't you get it? Now listen. Men of the sea, never say die. Yeah. You are such a... Hans, this time it's true. It's an island with buried treasure. It's called Dunman Isle. 19 evaded a monster there. No legend has it his fabled sword rests there. What info do you have? Do you know where this place is? What about the ship? Don't know where it is? Don't have a ship. Don't worry with the details. Don't you know that attitude of yours is why that kid won't take to you? It's none of your business. Well, by the time that kid actually decides to like you, I'll manage to get a new ship. Till then, give it all for your family, lad. Give your family the love they need while you still have the chance. Where's the captain going to be now? Okay, he's standing right. I'm sure my dad. Can I call you dad? That's a laugh. Oh, I was with a penguin for a son. Not a penguin, I'm a dolphin. Oh, Hans is a penguin. My dad is a dolphin too. Oops, forget what I just said. I didn't mean to call him dad. Who would want a father like him? He's teaching me about the spirit of the men of the sea. Wait. Some flashy woman in the Thames taught me a card game. Do you want to play? Sure. I remember being bad at this game to begin with. Crickets at home. And that's what I'm doing this time. Oh wait. Oh. I'm not very good at this mini game.
Nice move.
Wait, is there voice acting for that? I might actually save and end the stream for now because I am tired. I've done so much talking this stream. Right. Yeah, probably gonna be off the stream. Bye, guys.